Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Nashville. This is TJ Logan to return it. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Hill. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, a run for Hill. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Tannehill. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
2nd and 8 coming up. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a 1st quarter lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. There's a nice move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. With it on the return is Logan. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Tannehill will flip this out to Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this 1st quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 7-7, our score after one. Second down, they go again with Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Again to Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style, too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological?
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish, because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Tannehill. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home. And they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Jones.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. He's got the tight end Ferkser right side complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Tannehill. And Jones has it over the middle. Jones hit and the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Touchdown Dolphins. Will Fuller with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. That pick-6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around? And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A throw over the middle, taken in. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now Tannehill. That's taken in by Ferkser. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. They snap it to Tannehill. A slant to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Tannehill throwing again. A dump off now to Hill. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Tannehill. And that'll be caught by Des Fitzpatrick. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
To the air again, Tannehill. And Hill with it over the middle. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Damiere Byrd returning it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. Looking deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A shotgun handoff to Henry. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Tua sets up to pass it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. they might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Tua going to throw. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
Ready. Switch. Kill.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and I think the offense got it back. Yes, they did. At the 2-yard line is where they'll have it. Here's Henry. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Sanders on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he loses the football a second time. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Play. Quick. You ain't got nothing. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. They can't hang.
Now it's Tannehill. That's into the hands of Fitzpatrick. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Tannehill on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Again, Tannehill. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And now another one thrown incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Still going. 1st down and much more for Henry. And he gets this one down to the 24. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Derrick Henry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They begin the drive with Hill. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Rip left. Check, hip. Check, 55. Hey. All day, dog. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Watch twist. Tight right.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. On first down, Tannehill able to find Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
Let's go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for